movies. My mom got me into scary movies because I used to be terrified of them.
I can't do it, man.
It's like the adrenaline for me now. I'm like, oh my word, man, this is you just be over there.
See, for me, like I'll watch it and like I'll be good, but then again, when like the nighttime comes, I'm in my house and I'm by myself. Then my thoughts start messing with me.
Yeah, exactly. Got that, man, something in here.
So that's why I leave them alone. Man.
Do it, man. Especially if you got one of them Simply Safe alarms. Do not watch scary movies because you're gonna forget it's on one day and it's gonna say front door something, and you gonna panic. It's the scariest thing ever, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from it. I stay out in the country too, so I definitely not trying to.
It ain't worth it because it get dark out here.
Oh yeah, I already know, bro.
It get dark out here.
Number dirt roads are where I live at.
Kind of scary, bro. But yeah, it's a good movie. I don't really even have too much pop-up scenes. I really suggest you watch it. I recommend it.
It's not scary at all, man.
It's actually a really good watch.
It's a real thriller. It's creepy.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's not scary, but I have a limit, man. It's a line, man. I can do creepy and weird and suspenseful. I stopped doing demons, bro. Oh yeah, like I'm scared of that because I believe in them. That. So, yeah. I mean, like, it's obviously in the Bible, so I'm scared that movies. I'm a weird thinker. I'm scared movies like create portals that let stuff enter your realm. Right.
So I try to I do not watch demon movies. I do not like exorcisms whatsoever. Don't ask me to watch them. I'm not gonna do it because that stuff's real.
It definitely is, bro.
I'm not playing with
Spirits is real, man.
Yeah,
keep playing with them.
I'm not playing with them. I watch me a little, a little thriller, a little ghost movie. But as far as that possession stuff, I don't play with possessions at all.
I feel you on that, bro. I'm with you.
That junk is scary, boy.
What's your favorite movie about music?
I really like my what was that one movie my mom put me on? There's a couple good ones. I like the one with of course, I like the NWA one. I mean, that's good.
I haven't seen that yet.
It's really, man, Ice Cube's son played that part just like Ice Cube would have played it, man. They look alike, they act alike. It's the craziest thing. He's a clone.
He might be. Nah.
That dude a clone, bro. Best drumline is garbage. I do not like Nick Cannon.
I like drumline.
I don't like drumline.
I don't like it any. I liked it when it came out.
I like it when it did because I played drums for a while. I had a quince, but I don't like.
A lot of people started getting a band after that movie came out.
They thought it was just gonna be like that too. It ain't nothing like that.
Yeah,
at all.
For real.
I really don't really have a favorite music movies because I haven't really watched too many music movies.
I know one for me is it's a documentary about Organized Noise, the production team behind like that was behind Outkast when they first started, behind TLC, some of their biggest hits, and Sleepy Brown, because Sleepy Brown is a part of the Organized Noise. It's Sleepy Brown, Ray Murray, and Rico Wade. So that's my favorite movie.
What's that music on? Like Netflix or something?
It should be still on Netflix. I watched it on Netflix.
I've been seeing a lot of them come up there too about music.
Yeah, it's a lot, man. I think if it's still on there, definitely check it out, bro, because those three were talented, man. Like, and know that they came from nothing. Like, they started in a basement, and they had like everybody coming over. I think it was Rico's house. They would be in his basement, just like producing for like Outkast and all that.
Great group. I forgot to talk about Outkast. That's a great group.
Yeah, man. Outkast is
that's out of this world, bro.
Yeah.
I think the reason I don't watch too many music movies is because, man, I'm always on YouTube, like listening to like Professor Griffin, like listening to interviews about like artists talk about their musical career. So I'm like, I'm getting a whole story right here. I just listen to them do an interview. Boy, they'll do like a 50-minute interview if they on like Hot 97 or something. So you get a whole story right there.
For real.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess that's why. Cause I'm like, you know what? Just go on YouTube, type in my artist, boop, boop, boop. That's how I found out about Tom Waits. Just started listening to him. I'm like, man, this dude is weird.
I gotta check him out, man.
Tom Waits, man.
Yeah, I gotta check him out.
That dude is, bro. If you go in, you ain't going out.
Hey,
you will never go back.
I barely listen to music really anymore like that. I used to. For me, like I'm all on podcasts now. It's like 90% of the stuff I listen to is podcasts.
Yeah, that's how you be, man. That's what you're so talented, man. Everybody should be on this podcast right now, man. It shows that you've been doing your research and stuff, man, because you're good at it. But once whatever you focus on, that's where your strength comes in, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I feel like I just want to keep getting better at this. keep growing it, man. I love podcasts. I love listening to people's podcasts. That's why I decided to make my own, and I, joined up with my best friend Caleb, and he can't be here today. He's, working, but
shouts out to Caleb.
Shout out
Fair
to
and
you,
square.
That minivan head, boy. I'm coming for you, boy.
Boy.
You're not even on
Pork
the show.
chop head,
I'm coming at you.
Hey, man, he's talented too, man.
Yeah, he real dope, man. That's my boy.
These are two of the most talented anything, bro. If y'all need anything, photography, videography, anything, man, y'all hook up Eric Vincent. Y'all can Facebook, Evie Dreams Wild on Instagram, Fair and Square,
Actually,
Caleb Carswell.
I deleted my Instagram.
Oh, why you delete Instagram? What? Did you just go like to the main photography like page, or did you just delete it completely?
I deleted everything. Yeah.
What?
The whole account.
No.
Yeah. A lot of I was getting. It's long. It's not a long story, but it was just personal reasons, man. Like I wanted to get away from social media, even though I'm still on Facebook, but I'm trying to cut down my time on that app.
Do it, man.
But Instagram, man, I was just comparing myself to other people too much.
Oh man, you just got into a good conversation.
Yeah.
Listen to me, guys. The people who design social media are the same people who design every single gambling building in Las Vegas. Every time you get a like or you don't get a like or you're envying somebody else, you're making yourself, you're belittling yourself, and you're looking for dopamine hits. Social media is as bad as a drug. You go there to compare with other people. You're not supposed to envy. They made it just to go against God, pretty much. So, I mean, I try to, when I'm out in a restaurant, if I'm out driving, I stay off of social media as much as I can. I know it's hard for us as what we're doing just because we have to get involved with the crowd, but I think you can limit your time and actually, because honestly, social media is actually making you antisocial. People don't even know how to talk to people face to face anymore because of it. It's pulling off the threads, man.
It is, bro. And it's funny. This just popped up, but we actually did an episode. It's not out yet. It's coming out soon. But me and Caleb sat down and talked about like the pitfalls of social media.
Yeah, I gotta hear that.
You touched on everything you just said.
I'm
bro.
in that. Yeah.
So, like, that's just how I was feeling, man. Like, I hated feeling like I was comparing myself to other people, and it was just all kind of crazy stuff. Girls, like,
yes, bro, you were on like
half naked, and I was just like, I gotta get away.
I had to unfollow all that, man, because it got to the point, man. Like, I mean, a lot of people were asking themselves, why is my relationship failing? Why am I depressed? People are now blaming depression as a, like a firm standing or foundation. I believe in depression, but I believe it's also a choice as well.
Yeah. So, to a certain extent, yeah.
Yes, a certain extent. Like, I feel like if you're gonna constantly compare yourselves to other people, compare your relationship, compare this, and not look at what you have, then you start getting a little devious, man. You just change. Social media changes because you're supposed to use the tool. The tool's not supposed to use you.
Yeah.
So, man, just be careful with that stuff, man. Social media, it has its perks, but I know Mark Zuckerberg made that for a lot more than just social media. Come on.
Like when you said, when it's done right, like when social media is used to like connect with people in a positive way and to help people in a positive way and to network and to, promote yourself and promote other people, then it's good. But when it's used to bash people and compare other people to, and do all this negative, toxic stuff, that's when it gets like to the point. That's why I did what I did, because it was just too much toxic stuff going on.
And I agree with that. So
on the app and inside how I was feeling at certain points. So I was like, I kind of went extreme. I could have just maybe just logged out of my account.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, I'm not leaving no traces. I'm just going off the grid.
I know you'll be able to feel this as being another Christian male. I look back in the Old Testament where the Jewish people were practically, led out of Egypt and being guided by God through Moses. Mm-hmm. All right. They had 10 commandments. Mm-hmm. They kept repeating the sins of Adam. Mm. Social media is literally a chance to do the same thing over and over again if you're not going to renew your mind, because it's giving you the chance to break every last one of those commandments. So if you're not careful, and that's why I think they made social media. Human people are designed, because we are in this body of flesh. Flesh is still very much a part of us. Although we are alive in Christ now, we still have flesh on us, so we still act in flesh. Mm-hmm. Even Paul says that, who can rescue me from this body of sin? And I just tell people all the time, if you're gonna go on social media, I think everything could be good. But what we're doing right now is a positive, representative of God. So now we get to spread some positive energy into a place. All this separation of Trump, all this, and we don't want you here because we were here first. It's just constant fighting, all over and over again. Nobody can agree. Why? Because now everybody has an opinion. So I feel like, if you're going to be on social media, make sure you're renewing your mind and getting a fresh start. You need something to give you a fresh start. Like, that's why I go to church. Because going a whole week without church, you'll feel it.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to feel it.
I didn't realize that, because like I said before, I for a moment myself, honestly, I stopped going to church for like a year. Because I stopped believing in religion. I just only believed in God at one point. Just because I didn't trust religion. But,
same page.
At the point now where I am, like you said, like when I don't go to church on a Sunday, I feel bad. I feel like I missed something.
Exactly, man. And that's why we're like identical, bro. I did the same thing where I started. I said, you know what? I'm gonna teach myself. I'm gonna run away from all the buildings, because all the devil does is put this little thing in your head. Oh yeah, it's just a building. It doesn't save you. Yeah. No, the thing is, what makes a football team good is that everybody is going for the same prize. Meaning they're all going for that touchdown. They're going to make each other better. If you're a Christian and you're not going to church and having those people that are the same as you, that are having the same issues and can't get that motivational boost, it gets kind of hard to hold all that weight up when you don't know there's somebody else going to do the same thing. That's the purpose of church. Yes, church doesn't save, but it really has a very big purpose. And in the Bible, it says, where 3 or more fellowship, I am with them. So, I mean, I think church is great. I think everybody should attend church. If there are on the fence, I don't really like religion, because that's just another way the devil keeps you away from God again. Because honestly, with social media, friends, all these things you can do, when are you going to have time to read the Bible by yourself?
Yeah. Well, I agree, man. You made some great points in there. That was deep, man. I rethink myself when I was listening to that, man.
I would rethink, man. Nah, it's just years of struggle, man. That Take Me As I Am album was me doing a struggle, man. I ran off from my parents and stuff like that, and I had a point where I didn't believe in God anymore. I was just going through the motions, pretty much, just listening to all this Illuminati stuff. I wanted to know everything about everything, and then you learn the first lie ever told was in the ear said, you can be like God, just eat from this fruit and you'll know everything. The Bible talks about many mysteries. Deuteronomy, it talks about many mysteries that you're not going to be able to find out. So the devil uses, hey, you can find out everything you want to know if you listen to me. And then people start coming up with all these little theories, man. I'd rather God show me what he want to show me rather than me as a human with a very finite brain go and try to find out what's going on. Because there's a thing that if you go looking for trouble, you're gonna find it.
Oh yeah,
and you will. And the devil has set up rabbit holes all over the place for people to go looking for it. So
I agree, man. That's how you keep letting the devil knock, man.
Yeah, man, you gotta keep him out.
You gotta stop knocking on his door.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Every day you go to work, every day you do your podcast, man. I love how you started your podcast. Even when we go to Primerica, Dwayne Hart always prays before you. Make sure you're acknowledging God, because I believe that wards off demons, man.
Oh yeah,
because the devil is constantly just, all right, you about to walk out here, I'm about to do some stuff to you.
Yeah.
He did it to Job, so he can do it to you.
His goal is to seek, kill, and destroy everything that's like God.
He's a lion, man.
So hey, stay prayed up out here in these streets. Everybody, if you believe in God, keep him first in everything you do. And take breaks from social media, like we talked about. You'll hear it soon. You may hear it soon. I'm not sure when it's gonna come out, but like we talked about on the episode, take a break from social media if you have to. And not everybody has to go ahead and delete it. I just did that because that's how I feel like that would help me. But
exactly,
log out of it. Put your phone down. Put a limit.
On a fast, man.
A fast. That's,
exactly.
My church I go to, we're doing a Daniel's fast. It started today, and it lasts for 3 weeks. So
hey, my parents do that all the time. They got it on the wall in there.
Yeah,
Daniel's fast.
I think it's a good idea, man, to try to just control what you're putting into your body and refocus your mind on God. And
you are, bro. You're such a smart dude, man. You own it, man. Like for real, you saying all the stuff that I always want to tell people, but they look at you like you're crazy. My dad gave me a little analogy. He gave me a cup of water, and like a Coke, right? And